What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas State's offense will get the first swing of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways.
Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Finding open areas. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They're working that left side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trying to keep the drive alive. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to pass. It's fired. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep picking up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Parker. Got his man on the right. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls down.
To the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
He uncorks one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's fired. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And That's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Going to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Not much time left in the first, but you want to squeeze every ounce out of life that you can get, so we'll have one more snap. Looking for a man, it's Parker. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wicks. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes a stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's fired. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The sure hands, it's Wicks. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Parker. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Meyer. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. First down here for the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Parker. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him, too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
This time on target. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's fired. He'll take another shot here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're like, nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Gonna sling it on second down. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
And the missed connection on third down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to line up. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the ground. He's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Kansas State. And that one will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Wildcats have it with a first and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. For now, expect... But of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Parker. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets it to the back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Parker. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On 1st down from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to throw. It's Parker. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Parker. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellows, but it's bound.
Breaks into the open.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Parker. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues.